rotation once he gets to his like 12-13 minutes Dominator / Overlord. But you also have Medusa, who doesn't want to join until she gets to...
A doozy. Tidebound and NGX find themselves very early in this lower bracket here at TI.
Yeah, if there's one thing you want to have as your coach when you're getting into these like high stakes games, it's definitely someone who can keep a calm.
That was quick.
head.
Omar first blooding Y. Good start for NGX. Go ahead, Cinder, and sorry to interrupt.
I think it's a very healthy sign for Nigma Galaxy that Kuro is as relaxed as he is, because we've had many teams throughout TI's history that talk about how you perform your best when the pressure is off.
Yeah.
I think at this point, for maybe NGX themselves even, you might have already exceeded expectations a little bit. You had an interview with... Oh, hang on.
He's in quite a bit of trouble. Omar's going to make his way over, but it's too late. Last right click is enough for Shiro to bring down Noob. Go ahead and continue your point.
Yes.
I don't see how many kills we get in the meantime.
Yeah, well, it's a good start, isn't it? We had an interview with GH in the Road to the International. He was talking about they enter with no expectations because they feel like they will perform better without the pressure. And in reality, this year has been very turbulent for this organization, right? It's been a mixed bag, and so have the previous ones. So I think they're just really enjoying themselves and feeling the moment, and that's kind of what Kuro was hinting at in the interview as well, right? We're out there, we're going to play our best and have fun and enjoy it. And a lot of teams have made crazy runs with that mentality.
Yeah.
This is obviously going to be a really tough opponent, but games when they go late become kind of crazy.
Yes.
And Team Tidebound and Extreme Gaming, the two big Chinese teams performing in this tournament, have been no strangers to playing very well late. And Nigma Galaxy's Achilles heel.
Right on top of Bach. They were fighting for this Lotus, and that's the death of Faith Beyond. Planet now on the run as both Ghost and GH will pursue. It's going to be close with this last right click, as GH doesn't have brain sap up for a while. So bring a style of play that feels extremely chaotic, regardless of them having a lead, or as we're going to see, a nightmare. Omar coming in as well. TP support is on the way. Dead shot back into the cogs. Nothing to say, in a lot of trouble. Planet and Wyatt made their way over, but Nothing to Say is already dead. It might be a trade for Omar, but this is a level 2 support, so definitely not favorable for Tidebound.
Sumail going for the quick draw facet, which is the classic way of playing Core Muerta.
GH, Nightmare, back into Omar on that level 2 clockwork, and you can see how hard it is for the Underlord to cast anything. The Battery Assault is such a good counter to these long cast time heroes, and Ghost gets the kill onto Faith Beyond.
Omar team are very good. Silencer is terrible against Lycan. I'd say Snapfire one of the weaker ones as well.
And these are basically 2 solo lanes, top and bottom, with the supports just roaming constantly. Nothing to Say. He's going to know that GH is in the area.
Kuro asked his teammates, do you guys remember how you played in 2014? And they all say, no, we weren't born then.
Oh, Nothing to Say. Gets off a fissure, blocks off GH. Omar's going to be fine, but it looks like, can he get the deny onto the creeps? GH attempts it, but Nothing to Say with the enchant totem kill.
Uncharacteristic. We've seen Bach play a lot of helms on his offlane heroes.
Yep. Have they used it on Underlord, though? I don't think I've...
I don't know how much he's even played this hero this tournament, to be honest.
8-minute power rune is bottom. It's a damage rune, as a dead shot does hit, so Planet will be brought down eventually, you would think.
The Troll's gonna get him.
Troll does get the last hit. More supports dying outright, though, so 2 for 1 across the map.
Starting to become a little bit of a pattern in these games.
It does feel like that, yeah. Shapeshift from Noob. Mortimer Skits is coming out from Planet. He's just going to get chopped down, though, by the Lycan as Shiro slowed to a crawl. Now going to get chased by the Pine Cone and the Wolf. Pretty much out of mana right now. Why? Looks like he's going to dissuade Noob from going any further.
And they still can claim that. Of course, Ghost is just farming up a storm. And my question with this Shaker is, when are we going to see something big here?
Well, he just got his blink, so that might be the timing, but he gets Nightmare before it's delivered. Sumail there, Fiend's Grip applied. The Silence is actually going to prevent the Cookie from coming out, so that was a pretty long Fiend's Grip. Has Nothing to Say, tries to run away. More reinforcements, though, arriving for Tidebound, and there's the blink reveal with the Echo Slam from Nothing to Say. Sumail is still living, though. Calls out, not even going to clip him. He is getting a little bit low, but does find the distance, finds an Illusion Rune in addition. Some way, somehow, nobody dies other than the tomato.
Gate, when the team fights are bigger, still stuck around down bottom, and now he might just get dove, potentially.
Rocket Flare reveals his position, puts down the Pit of Malice. Omar Well, he still has the hook shot available. I don't think they're going to need it. He's getting completely surrounded here. But again, TP supports from Tidebound. This time Wide shows up. There's the hook shot with the dead shot to follow. Bach still surviving though. Super tanky. Gets off the Firestorm, but now getting bounced left, right, and center. Sumail brings him down. Wisdom Shrine play from NGX.
Yeah, they're getting both of them.
Well, we'll see. There are TPs coming. Bach going to be in the middle of a 20-second fight again. A beautiful Cogs. That means GH can steal it. Mortimer's Kisses is set up pretty nicely. Stone Gaze, though, comes out from Ghost. And the first to fall is Faith Beyond again. And now look at this, the Nightmare. Onto the Earthshaker. Looks like Shiro shows up, though. And that means NGX will likely want to run away. GH going to be the recipient of the call down. So it ends up being a 1-for-1. It's a Global Silence finally coming out from Y. He dies shortly after, but this is the bigger kill. Ghost super low on HP, on mana in this case. Pops the Lotus Zone, staying alive as a result. Jiro already using the flag cannon. Noob in the area as well, but nothing to say. Kind of running out of steam. Sumail coming in from the south, wants to continue the pressure, but doesn't have too many resources at his disposal, so looks like this might break things up.
That's still very much, once again, mission accomplished for Nigma Galaxy. You trade supports, but you get the wisdom. And again, Echo and Global
Omar
get
is
used.
still here. All right, how long have you been there, young man? He will eventually be brought down by Bach. Actually, Shiro in this case, but yeah, back-to-back deaths for Faith Beyond.
Look here, effectively, he's like position 3.5 from mid.
Planet runs into GH, instant Nightmare. Nothing to say is in the area, though, and you can see the Fiend's Grip, or the Fiend's Gate, rather, from Bach coming to fruition, but now the TPs from NGX come as well. Echo Slam, this is all for a Bane, by the way. They're going to clean up the Earthshaker easily, so 1-for-1, mid for support. Of course, the mid is basically a support here.
I was going to say, you could... Wasn't too hot either.
Now Fiend's Grip, and we can see Snapfire left all alone, so easy kill for Sumail. And NGX continuing to increase their lead. Y is spotted. Again, taken out in turn. So 2 support kills extremely quickly for NGX. All right, through the gate.
So Bach is queuing up Aghanims now on the Underlord. We both love to see that. Of course, coolest when you've got the Gleipnir.
Oh, this was scanned out. Noob.
Oh, that's a very, very good read.
This might be 2 smokes in a row kind of waste, although Noob, he popped his ult inside the Pit of Malice, though. Reinforcements are going to arrive pretty shortly, but the Global Silence comes out and the Mortimer's Kisses destroy him. But incoming Sumail with the BKB pierce the veil. First to fall is the Snapfire. You can see the Fiend's Grip onto the Gyrocopter. Do they have the damage? They have the lockdown. They have everything. This is not even remotely close. And now the Underlord inside of that Nightmare, inside his own Pit of Malice, just getting kited to a high degree. They lose the Lycan to start the fight, but they get 4 straight kills right after.
Nothing to say.
Because fighting against Tidebound in the pit is a bit of a scary proposition, and again, potential pickoff on the Planet. Hook shot to start things out, and now slowed to a crawl with that Scotty from Ghost. Another easy pickoff for the NGX side.
I think that's more dataless.
It's a little surprising going that defensive, but...
If he wants a defensive item, you could make a really good case for Pike here, I think.
GH gonna force out the Fiend's Gate. Nothing to say, blocks off GH, but a nice force step onto the other side. Hook shot from Omar. Looks like they're gonna find the silencer. Y is dead before he'd be able to get off Global Silence. Attempting to go through his own gate. Bach, not gonna happen. Pops the Crimson, dies right after. Just feels like there is no opening for Tidebound. Power Spike incoming. Looks like they're going to smoke up and try to surprise them. I doubt they want to go for the Medusa first. She's going to be spotted. Try to wrap around to their own triangle potentially. Sumail could be a good target. But the smoke on the other side for NGX. Omar's going to pop in. Over Glocker's place. Into the hook shot. The silencer stuck in place. We'll be able to get off the Global Silence. No! The silencer dead right off the bat. And you can see Nothing to Say does kill off Omar, but now he's going to get chased by Noob as Shiro full grip on the sideline. Lots of right-click damage from Noob as the GGs come out. NGX just absolutely stomped Tidebound in game 1.
Wow, that was not even remotely close. And we were talking about this at the beginning of the game. Who is going to bounce back best from their loss yesterday? Nigma Galaxy had the closer series, had more signs of life, and probably have